So, I wanted to start our session today with a little quote. The quote is, "Things are what they are. What they are to us is up to us." Things are what they are. What they are to us is up to us. And this is really, I think, at the heart of the struggle to be human. Because we, I think, are the only creatures who struggle with what is. Um, our practice helps us to differentiate between the part of us that is of love and soul and the part of us that is ego. And I don't know about all creatures, but I know that my dog doesn't have an ego. What is when we wake up and the weather is bad outside, they still want to go outside. They don't look out and think the weather is bad, I'm not going out there. They don't have opinions about it. They just simply accept things the way they are and then move in that space. So recently, one thing that was in my life is that I felt very tired and fatigued in a day. And this, my soul did not have a big opinion about that. My soul and my body thought, rest, lay down, do what you need to do. My ego and my mind viewed it as failure and a waste of time. And I struggled. I struggled to rest. And so this is, again, the heart of what is so difficult about being human and the heart of our tensions in ourselves between what is and what the way we think it should be. And our practice helps us to be with things just as they are. And then from a place of love and soul to respond to that. So let us practice together. So I invite you to drop into your own experience. Just like a pebble is dropped into a pool, just drop your awareness, your attention down into your own being and simply notice whatever is here now. And when you notice any experience at all, simply name it silently to yourself. Being able to name an experience means that we know the experience that we're having. This is the first step into presence. So that any time we are feeling off kilter, ungrounded, if we simply name an experience we're having, we begin to come back to ourself, into presence. And so the next step into presence is grounding, taking refuge in the body. The body is our anchor into the here and now. So I invite us to notice our body fully, and we begin with our feet. And we simply notice whatever is present without judgment, without trying to change anything. Just notice what is. And then noticing our ankles, our lower legs. Noticing our knees, and our upper legs. Noticing our hips, noticing the pelvis, noticing our belly and all the organs of the belly. Noticing the chest, and our heart. Noticing the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, and our hands. Then noticing our low back beginning at the tailbone. And just following the spine all the way up. Including the muscles of the back, the rib cage, the scapula. And noticing our neck, our scalp. and our face. And then noticing our body as a whole, one whole physical being here now. This is your physical presence. Spending time here and understanding what it feels like here enables us to return here easily. The body is a doorway to coming home to ourself. So always remaining deeply grounded in the body, we begin to include an awareness of our inner experiences. Any experiences of heart, which are our emotions and feelings. Experience of our deeper soul, any subtle sensations like flow and vibration, energy. So just spending time and waiting for an experience to show itself, and then noticing without judgment, without needing to engage it or change it in any way. And now becoming aware of yourself as body, heart, soul, mind, all here now. This is your presence. This is what it feels like to be present in body, mind, heart, and soul. And this is where we spend so little of our lifetimes. Again, the place where we can take refuge, responding to the world as it is. Now beginning to, from this space of presence, of your full being, become aware of the space surrounding you, your room that you're sitting in. The temperature of the air, the sounds, the sights. And then beginning to extend your awareness or even expanding your own being out beyond these four walls to include the land around you, to include all the beings on that land. Animal beings, plant beings, rocks, water, soil, air. And let your awareness extend until you feel yourself simply a part of the earth, including it all. When we practice surrendered presence, we do it not only for our healing and transformation, we do it for the healing and transformation of all. This is the moment we become deeply aware of that. What we do ripples through the wholeness of being. Now, without shifting our attention, but again, simply including, begin to be aware of your feet on the floor and experiencing the space between your foot and the floor, or between your body and whatever is holding it. And begin to notice the pull, the way Earth is drawing you into itself and holding you here by the force of gravity. See if you can notice the pull on your foot, the drawing acting upon your body. And recognizing that you are held here. So first of all, really feeling that holding. Notice how we don't float away. Neither do we fall over as everything is supporting us and drawing us into the earth. And then noticing what it is like to be held. So we're trusting that we are held. What is it like to be held by gravity, by the earth? one thing that we can notice is that we are not doing the work. We are not doing the holding. We don't ground ourselves. When we know we are truly held, we can begin to let go. We can begin to relax. Gravity is a universal force. It is at work at every point in the universe. And I believe that love is another universal force. I believe it's the greatest universal force. And just as gravity is holding, so is love holding us. When we know that and believe that, we can begin to allow love to hold us. We can relax our full being into love. So, not losing track of our beingness, our presence, remaining in this space of holding and beginning to let go. Draw your attention to your breath, coming to the breath with beginner's mind, as though you've never noticed it before. And simply watch the breath as it comes into the body and back out again. Notice what it's like on the in-breath as the body receives. And what it's like on the out-breath as the body lets go, surrenders what is no longer needed. This is the constant cycle and the wisdom of the body of receiving and letting go. And this is what we struggle with as humans. So we can allow the natural, the body, to be our teacher and how to let go. So when we feel grounded enough, present enough, relaxed and held enough, We just follow that out breath all the way out until we come to rest in a space of simple being. There is no effort to be made here, no instruction to follow, no trying to be in simple being. It's all about surrender and letting go. If we find ourselves struggling in any way, we return to a previous stage, the breath, or to holding, to the body, until we feel ready again to let it all go into a space of simple being and love. So, if we're able to attain any sense of simple being, this is the space in which we are most able to let things be as they are. This is a space in which we're most free of the ego's claims and yammering, where we can be with things as they are and know from the soul how we will respond. So I pray this practice will help you in your day, in your week, as you notice how things are and how you respond to them. Thank you so much for practicing with me and supporting my own practice. I love you all.